Well, here is your next question. Your time begins now. Well, your time is up. Look at this. The railway will compensate the loss. So you have to see if sentence is grammatically edit, please. Well, look at this. The railway will compensate the loss. You have to check if this sentence is grammatically correct or not. If it is not, from the given options, you have to choose one. Is it grammatically correct? The railway will compensate the loss. Compensate whom? The loss. Okay, particular loss. Whom? No sense, right? So we have to improve this. We have to correct the sentence. The railway will compensate the lose. We are not talking about lose. We are talking about loss. So no, not verb. We require noun. The railway will compensate as correct for the loss. Gives sense and grammatically correct. The railway will compensate for the loss. Whom? No sense. The railway will compensate as with, not with the loss. For the loss, they do compensate. So it doesn't give sense. So you got your answer. That is option B. Well, here is the next question. Your time begins now. Well, your time is up. Look at this. It's a fill in the blank. A sentence is given with a blank in it and 4 options to choose from. Look at this. Dash security checks were put in place by the airport authorities. What security checks are there? Blow security checks. Blow, wind by air doesn't give sense. Blowing, no way. Random. What in the random? Random means done without any conscious decision. That means random. It not be like it's not a parallel or it is not one by one. It's not like that. It's not alternate. Random security checks. Anyone from anywhere, not with any conscious decision, just by saying, yeah, I do check the person. So that is what random security checks. It sounds correct. Despite means, in spite of, right? Despite means in spite of. So we are not talking about anything in opposition, so it cannot be despite, eliminate. Amidst. Amidst means in the middle of. In the middle of. It doesn't give any sense. So eliminate. So you got your answer, that is option B. What security checks? Random security checks. Well, here is the next question. Your time begins now. Well, your time is up. It's a fill in the blank. You have to fill it from the given options. There were 2,000 applicants, but only 1/8 of them were dash for the interview. So how many applications they received? 2000. That means 2000 applicants were there, but out of those only 1/8 of them were dashed for the interview. What is that? Look at this. Recruited for the interview. You will not recruit for the interview. After interview you will decide to recruit them or not. That means taken into employment, to give job, or recruit, right, to give job. Enroll means what? Register. Enrolled. So registered. Only 1/8 of them were registered for interview. These 2000 applicants registered. That is the reason you got 2000 applicants. So it cannot be enrolled or it cannot be recruited. No way. Interview not completed. Shortlisted. That means shortlist after some selection process. So it can be shortlisted for the interview. Can give sense. Okay. Terminated. What do you mean terminate? Terminate means bring to an end. Bring to an end. So terminated, brought to an end. They're not brought to an end. Maybe written test completed. Now interview. So that should be option C, shortlisted. Here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Look at the sentence. You got a filler. It is one of the best teams the company has ever dash. So look at the options. Drew. You know this. Draw. V1. Drew. V3. Drawn. V4. And we are not talking about any drawing or any drawing, right? So it cannot be the answer. Eliminate. Available. Has ever available. We are not talking about the availability. No, it cannot be. Seen. Seen means not just this scene. Seen also gives the sense of face. So faced, has ever faced could be. Reveal. Actually, we require has plus V3. Do remember that. So has reveal cannot be the sense. Reveal means to make known. To make known. However, reveal doesn't give any sense. Here V2, here V1, no way. Clicked. Has ever clicked what? Doesn't give sense, right? So you got your answer. That is option C. Has ever seen. That means has ever faced. Well, here is the next sentence. Your time begins now. Well, the time is up. Here is a sentence with a blank in it. Let's fill it. The letter has been written in a very unique what? In a very unique, it should be way. Let's see the options. Marker. You can take marker if it is with a very unique marker, but it's not with, it is in, so you cannot take. Mystery. In a very unique mystery. No mystery here. In a very unique conditions. We are not talking about any conditions. Parallel means side by side. You're not talking about side by side of something, not parallel. Eliminate. Style, yes, could be, because style also gives the sense of way. So your answer is option A, in a very unique, so your answer is option E, in a very unique style. Well, here is the next question. Your time begins now. Well, the time is up. Here, a word is given. Here, the word is strength, and three sentences are being given beneath the word in which the word is used. But in those three sentences, all the sentences may not have the usage of the word properly. So, some sentences may have grammatically and contextually incorrect uses. But you have to find that sentence or those sentences in which the given word is contextually and grammatically used correctly. Now, let's see that word strength. First, let's see the meaning of strength. What do you mean by strength? Strength has different meanings. One meaning is physically strong. Physically strong. And another meaning is power and influence. So these are the meanings. Now let's see the first sentence. Look at this. Most of the old part of the city was strengthened by bombs during the war. Bombs strengthen? No. Right. Bombs will not make strong. If bombs make strong, we do use bombs to make our cities. What do we do? What bombs do? Bombs are used to destroy. So here we don't want strengthen. What we require is destroyed. Destroyed by bombs. So A is incorrect. First sentence not correct. Now, her speech was full of excuses and evasions and never properly strengthened the issue. Strengthen the issue? We are talking about her speech. So, it is not appropriate to use strengthen. In place of strengthen, it would be correct to use addressed because we are talking about speech. So, it should be addressed. A speech was full of excuses and evasions and never properly addressed the issues. So, second one is also not correct. Now, look at the third one. He showed great strength of character. We can say power of character. Yeah. When he refused to accept the bribes. Sounds correct. So only third one is correctly used. 1, no. 2, no. Only 3, yes. Hence, your answer is option C. Well, here is the next question. Your time begins now. Well, your time is up. Here a word is given and three sentences are given beneath that. In those three sentences, the word is being used but may not be used grammatically and contextually correct. You have to find that sentence or sentences in which the word is used grammatically and contextually correctly. Now look at this. Broken. So what is the meaning of broken? Broken is a V3 form for break, broke, broken. Gives the sense of damaged. It is damaged, or you can also take it as no longer able to work. So this is the meaning we require. Now look at this. Most heart attacks are broken by blood clots. Damaged by blood clots. Heart attacks are damaged. If blood clot damage heart attack, everyone will be happy to have blood clot. But blood clot doesn't damage heart attack. Blood clot, the blood clot causes heart attack. So it should be caused by, not broken by. So it is incorrectly used. Now look at this. She had an X-ray to see if any of her ribs were broken. So X-ray to see if any of her ribs were broken, damaged. So it gives sense, correct. Now, if there is anything you don't understand, I will be happy to broke. If you don't understand anything, what I should do? I should explain it, not I should break it. So what I should? I will be happy to explain. You require explanation, not breaking. So here C is incorrect, the third one. So your answer should be only second one. Look at this, only one, no, one and two. No, only second. Yes. Only three. Three is incorrect. So you got your answer. That is option B. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here, a board is given that is shred, and beneath the three sentences with the word in them are given. But in those three sentences, they may not be used grammatically and contextually correct. You have to find that sentence or sentences where it is used correctly. Look at this, shred. First, let us learn the meaning of shred. What can be shred? Shred means to destroy the documents by tearing them into strips, especially in a machine. A machine will be there, it is called shredder, where you put the document, it shreds, tear into pieces. That is what like strips shred is. So now we got to know the meaning. Now let us see. He ordered his secretary to shred important documents to protect himself from the investigation. Sounds correct? Yes. That means to tear them into strips. Correct. Now look at second one. She always wore a coat even in the shred of summer. Doesn't sound correct. It can be heat of summer, or you can say mid of summer. Mid of summer means it will be very hot, and heat of summer, it could be either heat or mid, not the shred of summer. So second one incorrect, eliminate. Demonstrators arrived in shred to protest. Shred? No, it should be strength. They arrived in strength in large number to protest against the military action. That giving sense, but not shred. So C is also incorrect. So your answer should be only one. Only one, yes. Only two, no, it should be heat or mid. Only three, no. One and two, no. Only one. So you got your answer. That is option A. Well, here is the next question. Your time begins now. Well, your time is up. Here, the word given to you is border, and that word is being used in these three sentences but may not be used correctly, grammatically and contextually. You have to find that sentence or those sentences in which the word is used grammatically and contextually correct. Now, let's learn the meaning of the word bother. What is meant by bother? Bother gives different meanings. One meaning is concern about or worry or to take trouble to do something. Right, now look at this first sentence. They went to a lot of trouble for their dinner party. Okay, they went to a lot of trouble for their dinner party. They arranged the dinner party and they took a lot of trouble to make those arrangements. But half the guests didn't bother to turn up. That means they didn't attend. That means they didn't concern about. So it sounds correct. He bothered the man with a broken bottle and left the man seriously injured. He bothered the man, worried the man. It's not worry, he attacked the man, not bothered. What he did is attack. So it should be he attacked the man, not bothered. It is incorrectly used. The noise was beginning to bother us, so we left. Worry us. It's beginning to bring worry us. It concerned about. We concerned about the noise. So we left. So here it sounds correct. So 1 and 3 are correct. Now look at the given options. Only 1, no, 1 and 3. Only 2, no way, 2 is incorrect. Only 3, no. 1 and 3, yes. So you got your answer, that is option D. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here, 4 words are highlighted in a sentence, whether they might be misspelled or grammatically incorrect. You have to find that word which is misspelled or grammatically incorrect out of these 4. The first one, tired, the spelling T-I-R-E-D, not T-Y, that is misspelled. Hearing, H-E-A-R-I-N-G, that sounds correct. Pious, P-I-O-U-S, correct. Devotion, D-E-V-O-T-I-O-N. Okay, now let's learn the meaning. Tired, I'm so tired. That means I'm so exhausted. Or you can say bored or worn out. Okay, so that is misspelled. It should be your answer because it should be I. Hearing, pious means religiously, like devoted. So, religious. How much? Devotedly religious. Now I'm going to talk about that. That's why I didn't mention. Devotion means loyalty, being faithful. So your answer is option A. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here, 4 words are highlighted. They are tactic, purposely, enrage, and panic. So, they might be misspelled or grammatically incorrect. This cat and mouse static, this cat, please edit. This cat and mouse tactic was proposed. Sorry, please edit, mister. This cat and mouse tactic was purposely designed to provoke enrage and panic the unemployed. We know tactic, spelling T-A-C, tactic, T-I-C. Tactic means strategy. Strategy. So we are not talking about any strategy there. So no, and tactic spelling correct. Okay. Purposely means wantedly. P-U-R-P-O-S-E-L-Y, correct. Enrage. It's not enrage. It should be enrage. E-N, not I-N. It should be E-N-R-A-G-E. Enrage means to make someone very angry. to make someone very angry. That is what enrage, not enrage. It's incorrect in the spelling. It should be E. Next, panic. Panic means anxiety. ANXIETY, not any other. So panic, PANIC, it is correct. It is not the answer. So your answer is option C. It is enrage, EN, not IN. Well, here is your next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here, 4 words are highlighted. They are in bold. And out of these 4, one word could be either misspelled or grammatically incorrect. You have to find that word. So first one, look at the sentence first. Indian democracy's robustness is underscored by high voter turnouts and large number of candidates in the fray. Now look at the first word, robustness. Let me take robust. Robust means what? What the spelling, by the way? ROBUSTNESS. So let's check the spelling before going ahead to learn meanings. Next, turn out. So TURNOUT, turn out. So adding S make it turn out. Next, we have candidates. 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 Here to candidate. Look at the spelling. Here E is given, but what we require is I, that is incorrectly spelled. Fray, FRAY. So that spelling is correct. So you got your answer. That is option C though. Now look at these words and let's learn the meaning. Robust means vigorous. Now let's learn the meanings. Robust means vigorous. It's vigor, right? You know. Next, turnout means attendance. Attendance, that means the number of people went to vote in an election. Next, candidate is nothing but an applicant or one who kept nominee, like the nominate person in the election. Next, fray means unravel, or you can say become worn at the edges, right? So robust means vigorous. Vigorous means being strong. Now, having learned the meanings, you got the answer. It should be candidates, DI, not DE. So your answer is option C. Right, guys, that's about today's quiz. I'll be seeing you in the next quiz. Till then, have a nice time.